fellow chartists? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Chartist, and today we had a pretty bullish day on the SPY. This is why it's very important, guys, that we play this level to level, okay? We don't try to predict the market. We don't be too bull biased or too bear biased, because when we're too biased, it makes it easier for us to be manipulated by the market makers. Okay, so we want to be objective to the price action. Today, the price action was pretty bullish. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. But despite that, flow sentiment is pretty bearish. Okay, at the end of the day, 78% into puts. That means people bought puts. And 22% in the calls. Okay, this is filtered for 200K premiums or above. All right, so big money is still betting to the downside. All right, so got that out the way. Now, I want to go to my Discord. All right, we're going to do a recap of the day. Go to my Discord right here. Today, 8:24 a.m., guys, I give the plan to my Discord members. I give it before the market opens. All right, so the plan right here, needs above 418 now, which triggers relief bounce into FOMC. My targets were 420, 423 to 424. And 426 to 427. 416 fails. Now we drop to 414, 410 to 411 is, then 404 to 405. Those are my support levels if 416 failed. All right, so I was bullish above 418 because remember yesterday I mentioned to you guys that the SPY lost some critical levels, 418 being one of them, and for bulls to get anything going, they need to recapture some levels. So 418 was the first level, which we got. We're going to talk about it right here. This is the 15-minute chart. Okay, 15-minute chart. The SPY opened right over here. Okay, it opened at 419.77 and it dropped. Look where it dropped. These blue lines were my support level, 418 to 418.5 zone, and that's exactly where it dropped. Dropped down to my zone before it started making a move up. Now, this yellow line right here was an intraday trend line that I got on the 15-minute chart. Okay. So it started here on the high of March 11, all right, 7:30 a.m. candle, all right, and the high of March 14, 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. candle right here. And we got the breakout today, early in the morning, okay. This morning was a little tricky though, all right. So you can see in the pre-market today, see that the SPY recaptured the 418.5 zone. You can see it right there. It got above it. When the market opened, it retested that zone as a support right away. So that was the first clue that today was going to be bullish. Bouncing off of support. Then we got this breakout. All right. Went above the 420. You can see right here. It went above the 420 right here. Failed to hold. That was the first candle. Next candle, it closed above it. So we're thinking, okay, recapture the 420. Or we're trying to capture the 420. We want to watch it and see if it treats 420 as a support, right? Just like back test and go, only this side is to the upside. All right. So as you can see here, it closed below 420. It did not clear 420. However, it closed just above the yellow trend line right here. The next candle treated that yellow trend line as a support. All right. So that was the next clue that it was going to be bullish today. All right. We got the breakout of that yellow trend line, treated that yellow trend line as a support. Right? That's a clean breakout. And it went above. It pushed all the way up. And these white lines right here was our first price target, as I wrote in the plan on my Discord. 424, 423 to 424 was my first price target. And it hit and it based there for a while. And you can see here, it started flagging. This is where it started flagging. I got the red line tracking the flag right here. And it broke out around 245. It broke out. I think one of my members on Discord called it, but it broke out, and I told my members 424 clears, 426 to 427 incoming, and that's exactly what happened. And ended the day up here, okay, around 426 to 427 zone. All our price target was hit that I wrote right here on the Discord, okay? Keep in mind, this is not fortune telling. This is not me predicting the future. Okay, it's impossible to predict the future. Anybody who tells you they can do that is lying. All right, run away from them. The reason why I was able to do this is just strictly based on price action. Okay, Because if any one of my support levels would have been lost, like if 418 would have been lost, I would have switched over to bearish. But because it held, we were able to take the stairway up one level at a time, level to level, no bias. If there was a short setup, I'll take the short setup. But today it was a long setup. Okay? Market makers are trying to trick us, okay? That's why you can't just be a bear or can't be a bull. They'll trick you. All right? Yesterday was bearish. So if you was bearish entering today, if you were bear by entering today, you got trapped. There were other days when it jumped up, the SPY jumped up, and then the next day it dropped down. So if you entered that day bull bias, you would have been trapped. Don't let these titles affect your trading. Okay? Remember the plan. Anyways, so we'll go to the daily chart now. This is the SPY daily chart. The chart is with all his lines. These lines are important because I use them to trade. They're my support resistant levels. But they don't serve me too well when I do my analysis. So I'm going to take it out here. All right. So you can see where I'm getting at. If you're looking at that orange triangle pattern that you see here. That is the core pattern that I'm looking at. All right. We spoke about it yesterday. Okay. And of course, we're going to speak about it some more because it's very important. Because either a breakout or a breakdown of this triangle pattern is going to determine the next multi-week move. Yeah, you heard me. I don't usually do this. You know the charts don't usually do this. I usually don't forecast. But I'm telling you right now, this is what I believe. I believe either if we get a breakout or a breakdown, it's going to be a multi-week move. Okay? So, very important we pay attention to this triangle pattern, in my opinion. The breakdown level now is at 416.5. All right, this was a previous support level and it's still a support level again. 416.5 is lost. That's a breakdown. Very bearish, okay? And I will have my next support level. I will target 403 to 404. We do have some other support levels, 414 and 410. But, you know, unless proven otherwise, I'm not too confident that level hold. If we lose 416.5, we break down from this triangle pattern. I am favoring 403 to 404. And if we lose that, 400 will be the gap close, okay? Gap close right here. It's been around since April of last year. It's almost been a year. All right? But first, I'm going to take it level by level, like I always say. That's the green support line, 403 to 404. If we lose 416.5, below that is 400 for the gap fill. And below that will be 392.3. That's the support of the megaphone pattern that you see with the white lines right there, right in front of you. Okay? Now, for me to be bullish, like I said in yesterday's video, you want to see SPY take out some resistant levels. All right? You want to see SPY recapture some previous lost levels that were support but are now resistant. So, obviously, the next level would be 427, as mentioned. Okay, that was my pivot. My pivot point. All right, above 427, I think we will retest the resistant. Okay, the resistant of the triangle pattern. Now, sorry if that got you dizzy, but I got all my lines back. I'm gonna take those white lines out. Okay, so as you can see here, this white line right here, that's the 23.6 retracement level, 427. That is now resistant. Okay? I got my Fibonacci level from the high of January 4th to the low of February 24th. All right? 427 is the 23.6 retracement level. So if we break that, if SPY breaks that, I'll be bullish to the upside, at least to the resistant level of this triangle pattern. All right? The breakout level of the triangle pattern is now at 438.2. All right? So SPY above 438.2 is a breakout, guys. All right. So obviously that's very bullish. If we get the breakout and then the next day it shows follow through, meaning it treats that breakout level as a support level and holds, guys, that's a big sign that the downtrend is over, that it found a bottom. Okay. Keep in mind. Go take a look at the March. Go take a look at seasonality. Around this time is when we usually find a bottom. I know there's a lot of reasons to be bearish, a lot of good reasons to be bearish, okay? But take the seasonality with a grain of salt, because price action is, the king, number one indicator. So I just want us to be open-minded to any and all possibilities, any and all, scenarios. Okay, so if we see 438.2 breaking above, don't let your bearish sentiment stop you from making money. That's all I'm saying. Okay, now, like I said, that scenario is only in play if we break above 427. Below 427, obviously, that's a very critical level. If we treat that level as a resistance, we don't break above, then I'm favoring more downside. And I think if we test the support of this triangle pattern again, which is currently at 416.5, I don't think we'll hold. Okay, so just play it level by level. All right, my next resistance is 427. Above that's 430, 434. Then the big test at 438.2. Above that, I'm bullish. All right, my support below 427. My next support is 424, and then around 420 to 421 zone, and then 418, and then obviously 416.5. 416.5 below that is a breakdown of the triangle pattern. Got to keep it simple, guys. We don't have to predict or know the future to make money in this market. We just got to react, and that's, for me, I think that's one of my main jobs as a trader, is to react, not to predict, because it's impossible anyways. Now we're looking at the VIX here. The VIX lost the 20-day moving average today. Not a good sign if you're a VIX bull. All right. So the next support is at 28.7, and if that's lost, below that is 26.76. All right. So bearish VIX is a bullish SPY. Now for VIX to be bullish again, it needs to recapture 31. Now we lost that level today. So watch for the back test. If it back tests that level as a resistance and we get rejection there, and the VIX fails to recapture, that is very bearish. All right. But if it recaptures 31 and it closes above it, we need a confirmed close. That's a sign of more upside. Okay. And then we have to watch the next day to see if it treats that level as a support. The same scenario, not the same scenario, but the same drill. All right. The same plan, the same strategy over and over. We got to stay disciplined and don't let the news manipulate us too much. All right. So that's what I got for the SPY and the VIX QQQ. So we got a back test and gold scenario, but will it be bearish? So you see that blue line on the March 11th, we lost it. Okay, we broke below it. Today, we back tested that level as a resistance for QQQ. So we need follow through for the next day. Above 329, I will be bullish. Okay, we could go test 334 and then possibly break out of this bull flag. Okay, that's the 334 resistant level. That's also the breakout level, critical level there. All right. But if we don't break above 329 and we get more rejection, I am favoring new lows. All right. I'm favoring 304 to 305 zone support of this bull flag. All right. And obviously, if 304 is lost, it's going to get even more ugly for the bulls. Okay. VXN just chopping around. Okay. Getting closer to that 34 support level. Again, if it loses that, bearish, and then go test the support of the triangle pattern right down there at 31.8. Needs to break above 37.65, but break above 38 to be safe, to be bullish. Okay, which would put 44 in play. The Dow Jones is looking bullish. Okay, I had this little downtrend orange line right here. Okay, it broke above that, and it also broke above the 23.6 retracement at 334. That is now support for tomorrow. All right, if Dow Jones treats 334 as a support and holds above it, that's bullish. 340.7 in play, and then 346.25 in play. 50% retracement there. Also the resistance of this green flag. Okay, so below 334, bearish. Above 334, bullish. IWM broke down from this orange triangle pattern yesterday. Today back tested it and it did not recapture, so we got to watch it for tomorrow. Resistant level for it tomorrow will be 197.33. That's also a 23.6 retracement level for us. So above 197.33 is very bullish. It recaptures the 23.6 retracement level in the triangle pattern. If it treats that level as resistant, if it back tests that and treats it as resistant, that is a sign of bearishness. And we're definitely going to see 188. Tesla, You see that yellow line right there? That was my support line, is at 765.7. You can see where I started. It's been tested as a resistant, broke out right here, tested as support before making a big move to the upside. All right, it's been tested many times. Today's been tested as support. Yesterday was tested as support. We need to see follow through. 5-day moving average is currently at 812.18. So we want to see Tesla recapture the 5-day moving average, get above 813. We have a big resistance level at 829.16. That's a 23.6 retracement level. If we recapture that, I'd be bullish, and we could go and test 877. Big resistant level there. We might get a rejection, but if we break above, we recapture that multi-year trend line. See the multi-year trend line? See the orange line right there? Okay. It's been around since March 2020. All right. That line extends to the March 2020 low. So recapture that. Very bullish. Got to get above, like I said, 877. Okay. That's Tesla. Now, I usually cover Bitcoin, but Bitcoin, I just feel like it's a waste of my time. Discord members, if you want me to cover Bitcoin, just request it on the group, okay? But I want to cover Apple because I feel it'd be more helpful because most of us are SPY traders and Apple's very heavy weighted, okay? So you can see here, my Fibonacci starts from the March 2020 lows to the high in January, okay? Now the 23.6 retracement level, that's at 152.38. That was a very critical level, all right? That was one of my critical levels. My next critical level was the support of this yellow bull flag. And as you can see, we got a strong bounce there, guys. We don't get bearish at support, do we? That's where we look for buying opportunities, for calls or whatever to bet to the upside, all right? Now, it recaptured 152.38, and it also bounced from support line of the yellow bull flag. That is bullish, guys. Okay, so if we lose 152.38 and break down from this bull flag, so we need to break below 150.9. That is bearish. Okay, but as of right now, it's looking bullish. And what bulls need to do next, the 5-day moving average is currently at 156.38. What bulls need to do next is recapture that. It needs to break above 156.38 and close at least above that to put the resistant level of the bull flag, this yellow bull flag, in play. Okay, currently at 170.6 for tomorrow. Okay, guys, so that's what I have for you guys today. I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found some value in this video.